What's happening, guys? ChrisMintyG here, and today we have something very special for you. We have the first place Sao Paulo, Brazil regional deck list. That is something very, very spectacular. It was piloted by Gabriel Semedo, as I say, to first place, but there is some very interesting techs and ratios that we're going to go through in this deck. This is not a meme, this is not a joke, this is his actual deck list that he piloted to first place. So let's start. We have 4 Routes, 4 Kirlia, and 4 Gardevoir. That is a very beefy line of Gardevoir. Yes, he did play the full fairy line of Routes and Kirlia. Maybe he didn't expect much metal in Brazil. Maybe the chances of a, say, Confusion from Espeon is more likely than a Turbo Arm from Registeel over there. I don't know, but he did indeed play the 4 Fairy Routes, 4 Kirlia, and the missing exclusion is, of course, Mr. Gallade. No premonition for his deck, no Sensor Blade, no fear. He doesn't need it. He's playing 4-4-4, which is a hugely beefy line. Definitely not losing the devolution with that. 2 Tapu Lele, reasonably standard. 3 probably is a standard. And then we get to the outrageous card of the deck list, Miltank from, I think it's Burning Shadows. It has 100 HP basic ability, Moo-Moo Molt. What a name. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, whenever you attach an energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon, heal 90 damage from that Pokemon. So you can obviously guess the interactions with Secret Spring. Secret Spring allows you to put an extra fairy energy on the field per copy of Gardevoir, so you can heal so much points of damage per turn. Unlike with Max Potion, you don't have to discard energy, so it just means that you can power up your Gardevoir, power up, and it just keeps healing and healing and healing. An old favourite of the Gardevoir deck that has not seen competitive play in quite a long time is the 2 Diancie. If it'll load here, it doesn't look like it's going to. There we go, the 2 Burning Shadows Diancie, Sparkling Wish for 1 Fairy Energy, search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon, put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it, then shuffle your deck. So, like I said, this used to be played in numbers when Gardevoir first came out, because it just let you turbo into the Gardevoir ASAP. And lastly, we have the 1 Harambe, no Octillery, no Zoroark, just Orangaru, 3 energy, 4 psychic, 20 for each energy on the active. So that's it. You do not play any more Pokemon. As I say, no Gallade, no Octillery, no problems. Moving on to the trainers, we have 4 Sycamore, 2 Lele, 2 Guzma, 1 Bridget, 3 N, 4 Ultra Ball, 2 Field Blower, 1 Nest Ball, 2 Switch, 1 Energy Retrieval, 1 Super Rod, 1 Evo Soda, 1 Counter Catcher, 1 Professor's Letter, 1 Choice Band, 2 Floatstone, and Parallel City. Oh man, those one-offs. So strong that he said they were just outrageous. Nest Ball obviously allows you to start with Diancie and Miltank ASAP, because I would imagine that the ideal starter is the Diancie, obviously, to get it out ASAP, which is why you play 2 Switch and 2 Field or Floatstone to get it out on the first turn. Allows you to put your Routes in the Kirlias and then play Gardevoir on your next turn. 1 Evo Soda, just if you open up with the Diancie, you can then go Diancie, and then without having to draw the Gardevoir, bam, Gardevoir is played. The 2 Floatstone and 2 Switch are obviously for the Miltank, because Miltank requires to be in the active before you start healing, so he's playing many Switch cards to get that done. However, 2 Guzma is extremely questionable because it is a Switch card, and it obviously allows Gardevoir to target down any Pokemon that is a threat, so you can Guzma out your Miltank, heal some damage, Floatstone it away in the Gardevoir, and poke whatever you need. So Guzma seems like it should be higher than 2, but like I says, he only played 2. Super Rod is pretty standard. It's mostly a 2 of in some decks, the Gardevoir deck anyway. 1 Energy Retrieval to get back your energy. It's a Starmie in item form. 1 Counter Catcher, just as, I guess, a third Guzma, but you don't get the switch, which kind of feel like the deck wants to do that. Professor Letter to get those energies turboed right away, to maybe retreat out the routes, because they only have one retreat cost, so you can get the mill tank alive ASAP. One choice band, because why not? You only need that 30 damage every so often. And of course, the stadium card that is played in literally every single list is Parallel City. Either reduce your opponent's Glyssa Ball damage or reduce their Zoroark output. Just such a good card. And lastly, the energy. 4 double colorless and 8 fairy. So there you go, guys. That's the deck. How it plays, I have very little idea, to be honest. I can sort of see that he wants to bring out the mill tank in the active to do some healing and then switch straight back into Gardevoir. I can see the exclusion of Gallade, kind of, but Gallade was so good against the Zoroark decks. I'm very confused by that. The Ansy seems very slow now compared to the way it used to be, but again, like I said, this is his deck. I can't give you any personal explanations because he has not yet provided any. He will, however, be writing an article on 60 Card Net. As soon as that article becomes live, I will put that straight in the description for you guys, for you to read. You will, of course, need a 60 card subscription to read it, just like myself. So, sorry guys, no freebies in that sense. So guys, what do you think of the list? Is this the wackiest list you've seen? At least this format, or maybe the year, ever. Please let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this list. But congratulations to him for winning a Sao Paulo Regional with Gardevoir. Best deck of the format still? Who knows? Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Check out our other medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all our other YouTubes, all that good stuff. But for now, this is Chris from NTG, signing